Welcome to my channel Mathematics Made Easy by Mary NJ. Today I am discussing class 11 chapter 3 trigonometric functions. We are continuing the chapter, moving on to the last portion of the chapter, that is miscellaneous exercise. So we have to, the question is prove that. First question, 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. So here we can consider LHS. LHS is 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. This we have to simplify and show that it is equal to 0. So this part, this is 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13. So that we can make it as the sum. Cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y is 2 cos x into cos y. So here 2 cos x into cos y. So x is x and y, it can be 9 pi by 13 and pi by 13. So you can replace this by cos of 9 pi by 13 plus pi by 13, then plus cos of 9 pi by 13 minus pi by 13. Cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y is 2 cos x into cos y, plus last terms 3 cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. So there is no change here. We are not changing anything for the last two portions. So that is equal to cos 9 pi by 13 plus pi by 13 is 10 pi by 13 plus cos 8 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. And this can be written as, how can we write cos 10 pi by 13? 10 pi by 13 can be written as cos of pi minus 3 pi by 13. If you are cross multiplying this, 13 pi minus 3 pi is 10 pi. So we can rearrange this as cos of pi minus 3 pi by 13. Because if you are cross multiplying this, we are getting 13 pi minus 3 pi means it is 10 pi. Same way we can write this in terms of this, in terms of cos 5 pi by 13. How can we write this? This can be written as cos of pi minus 5 pi by 13. So 13 pi minus 5 pi is 8 pi by 13. And the remaining cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Now cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta, so we can replace it as minus cos 3 pi by 13. Then here cos pi minus 5 pi by 13 is minus cos 5 pi by 13. Then last two terms cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Now we can see that minus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 cancel, the remaining two also get cancelled, and we are getting the answer as 0, which is the RHS. Hence proved. Now second question. Sine of 3x, sine 3x plus sine x into sine x plus cos 3x minus cos x into cos x equal to 0. So we can start with LHS. LHS equal to sine 3x plus sine x into sine x plus cos 3x minus cos x into cos x. Now applying the identity, sine 3x plus sine x is 2 sine, see sine x plus sine y is 2 sine x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2. So 2 sine 3x plus x by 2 into cos 3x minus x by 2 into sin x plus cos 3x minus cos x is minus 2 sin 3x plus x by 2 into sin 3x minus x by 2, 3x minus x by 2 into remaining cos x, into cos x, and that can be written as this is equal to 2 sin 4x by 2 is 2x and 2x by 2 is cos x into sin x, then plus into minus is minus 2 sin 2x into sin x into last term, there it is cos x. So we are getting it as 2 sin 2x cos x sin x. Here also 2 sin 2x sin x cos x, and so it is equal to 0. That's the RHS. Hence proved. Now third question. Question number 3. Cos x plus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is equal to 4 cos square x plus y by 2. So taking LHS is cos x plus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square. Cos x plus cos y is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2 whole square. Now squaring both, what you are getting here also square. So 4 cos square x plus y by 2 into cos square x minus y by 2 plus 4 cos square x plus y by 2 into sin square x minus y by 2. Now common terms, cos square x plus y by 2 is common. 4 cos square x plus y by 2 is common. Remaining cos square of x minus y by 2 plus sin square of x minus y by 2. And cos square x plus sin square x is 1. So this part will be 1. So remaining 4 cos square of x plus y by 2, which is the RHS. Hence proved. Now next one, question number 4. Cos x minus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square is equal to 4 sin square x minus y by 2. So starting with LHS equal to cos x minus cos y is minus 2 sin x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2 whole square plus sin x minus sin y is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2 whole square. Squaring 4 sin square x plus y by 2 into sin square x minus y by 2 plus 4 cos square x plus y by 2 into sin square x minus y by 2. Common terms you can take outside. 4 sin square x minus y by 2 is common in both terms, here as well as here. Remaining sin square of x plus y by 2 plus cos square of x plus y by 2. Sin square of x plus y by 2 plus cos square of x plus y by 2 is 1. So remaining 4 sin square of x minus y by 2, which is the RHS. Now moving on to question number 5. Sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x plus sin 7x equal to 4 cos x into cos 2x into sin 4x. So start with LHS, that is sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x plus sin 7x. So which all we have to rearrange this and write. So if I am taking first and last, sin x plus sin 7x, sin x plus sin 7x can be written as 2 sin x plus 7x by 2 into cos. So we are getting x plus sin x plus 7x means it is 8x. 8x by 2 is 4x. So here we are having sin 4x. So we can use these two. Same way if I am applying these two, for this one also we are getting sin 4x. So we'll rearrange this and write as sin x plus sin 7x, same way, plus sin 3x plus sin 5x. Now this applying identity, 2 sin x plus 7x by 2 into cos x minus 7x by 2 plus 2 sin 3x plus 5x by 2 into cos 3x minus 5x by 2, and that is equal to 2 sin 4x into cos x minus 7x is minus 6x by 2 is minus 3x, cos of minus 3x is cos 3x. Same way, next term 2 sin 4x into cos 3x minus 5x is minus 2x by 2 is minus x, cos of minus x is cos x. Now taking the common terms outside, 2 sin 4x is common, remaining cos 3x plus cos x. So cos 3x plus cos x, how can we apply identity here? So it's 2 sin 4x into cos 3x plus cos x can be written as 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 into cos 3x minus x by 2. That is equal to 2 sin 4x into 2 cos 4x by 2 is 2x into cos 2x by 2 is x, or that can be written as 4 cos 2x into cos x into sin 4x, which is the RHS. Hence proved. Now next one, question number 6. Sin 7x plus sin 5x. Sin 7x plus sin 5x plus sin 9x plus sin 3x divided by cos 7x plus cos 5x plus cos 9x plus cos 3x is equal to tan 6x. So let's put inside bracket. Now sin 7x plus sin 5x can be written as 2 sin 7x plus 5x by 2 into cos 7x minus 5x by 2. Then plus 2 sin 9x plus 3x by 2 into cos 9x minus 3x by 2 whole divided by cos 7x plus cos 5x is 2 cos 7x plus 5x by 2 into cos 7x minus 5x by 2, then plus 2 cos 9x plus 3x by 2 into cos 9x minus 3x by 2. So in the numerator and denominator, the 2 can be cancelled from whole terms. Here 2, here also 2, taking that 2 outside. Denominator also consists of 2, that can be cancelled, remaining sin 12x by 2 is 6x, then into cos 2x by 2 is x, plus sin 12x by 2 is 6x, into cos 9x minus 3x is 6x by 2 cos 3x, whole divided by cos 6x into cos x plus cos 6x into cos 3x. So in the numerator sin 6x is common, remaining cos x plus cos 3x divided by, again cos 6x is common, remaining cos x plus cos 3x. Cos x plus cos 3x is common, that can be cancelled, remaining sin 6x by cos 6x, which is equal to tan 6x, and that is the RHS. Now next one, question number 7. Sin 3x plus sin 2x minus sin x equal to 4 sin x into cos x by 2 into cos 3x by 2. So LHS is equal to sin 3x plus sin 2x minus sin x. So here I am rearranging it as sin 3x minus sin x, and last term is plus sin 2x, because sin x minus sin y is 2 cos x plus y by 2, x plus y by 2. So 3x plus x, 4x by 2 can be written as sin 2x itself. So we will get something in common, that's why. Otherwise, if I am taking 3x and 2x, what happens? 3x plus 2x by 2, you cannot simplify that. If I am taking 3x and x only, we can simplify that value. That's why I am taking first and last. And this is 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 into cos, here sin 3x minus sin, okay. So 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 into sin 3x minus x by 2 plus last term is sin 2x. Now that can be written as, this is 2 cos 4x by 2 is 2x into sin 2x by 2 is x, plus sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x into cos x. Now common term is 2 sin x is common, remaining cos 2x plus cos x. Cos x plus cos y. You can apply the identity again. 2 sin x into 2 cos of 2x plus x by 2 into cos 2x minus x by 2. That is equal to 2 into 2, 4 sin x into cos 3x by 2 into cos x by 2. So 4 sin x into cos 3x by 2 into cos x by 2, which is the RHS. Hence proved. Now moving on to next question. Find sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2 in each of the questions. Question number 8, tan x equal to minus 4 by 3, x in quadrant 2. Tan x equal to minus 4 by 3 in the second quadrant. So if tan is given, we can find what is sec square x. Sec square x equal to 1 plus tan square x, or that is equal to 1 plus minus 4 by 3 whole square, and that is 1 plus 16 by 9, that is 25 by 9. So sec x equal to 5 by 3, positive or negative? Minus 5 by 3, because it is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant only sin and cosec will be positive, sec will be negative. So cos x equal to minus 3 by 5. It is in the second quadrant, means x lies between 90 and pi. So pi by 2 less than x less than pi. X is lying between pi by 2 and pi. So what happens to x by 2? Dividing throughout by 2, we are getting pi by 4 less than x by 2 less than pi by 2. So x by 2 lies in first quadrant. Because it is between 45 and 90, x by 2 is in first quadrant. So all are positive there. Okay, now we have to find out what is sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2. So we can move on to cos x by 2 first. Cos x by 2 can be found using the formula 1 plus cos x by 2. How we are getting 1 plus cos x? From where we are getting this result? We are getting that from cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. Taking this minus 1 to this side, we are getting cos 2x plus 1, or 1 plus cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x. And if you are making the angle half, here it is 2x and here it is x. I am making the angle half, so 1 plus cos x equal to 2 cos square x by 2, or cos x by 2 is equal to root of 1 plus cos x divided by 2. So that is the result for cos x by 2. What about sin x by 2? Sin x by 2 is root of 1 minus cos x by 2. In the same way, cos 2x can be written as 1 minus 2 sin square x. From that we can find out this. So what is cos x by 2? This can be written as root of 1 plus cos x by 2. Cos x value is minus 3 by 5. So substituting here, instead of cos x, we can put minus 3 by 5 by 2. That is equal to root of 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 by 2 is 1 by 5. So we are getting 1 by root 5. So how to cancel this root 5 from the denominator? We can multiply numerator and denominator by root 5. Now let it be there. Then how to find sin x by 2? Sin x by 2 is root of 1 minus cos x by 2, and that is equal to root of 1 minus of minus plus 3 by 5 by 2, that is root of 4 by 5, or that is equal to 2 by root 5. So that is sin x by 2 and cos x by 2. Now how to find tan x by 2? Tan x by 2 is equal to sin x by 2 by cos x by 2, which is equal to 2 by root 5 by 1 by root 5, it's equal to 2. Now same way we can find what is cos x. This is question number 9. Next one. Question number 9. Cos x equal to minus 1 by 3 x in second quadrant. So cos x equal to minus 1 by 3. It is not in second quadrant, third quadrant. So third quadrant means it is between pi and 3 pi by 2. Pi less than x less than 3 pi by 2. So x by 2 will be between pi by 2 and 3 pi by 4. So x lies in the, x by 2 lies in, x by 2 in second quadrant. Second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, sin x by 2 will be positive, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2 will be negative. Sin x by 2 will be positive and cos x by 2 and tan x by 2 will be negative. So how to find cos x by 2? Cos x by 2 is equal to root of 1 plus cos x by 2. That's equal to root of 1 minus, given cos x value is 1 by 3 by 2, or that is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Same way, find what is sin x by 2. Sin x by 2, we can use the result 1 minus cos x by 2. That is equal to root of 1 plus 1 by 3 by 2, and that is 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. 4 by 3 by 2 is root 2 by root 3. Root 2 by root 3. And now we have to find what is tan x by 2. Tan x by 2 is sin x by 2 by cos x by 2. Sin x by 2 is root 2 by root 3 and cos x by 2 is minus 1 by root 3, which is equal to minus root 2. So same way only we have to find the next one, last question also. You can do it in the same method given the 10th question. I'll just explain. Sin x is given as 1 by 4, x in second quadrant. So if you are having sin x, we can find what is cos x. So cos x you can find using the result 1 minus sin square x. After getting sin x, after getting cos x, we can apply the same result. Cos x by 2 is equal to root of 1 plus cos x by 2, and sin x by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos x by 2, and you can find what is tan x by 2 by using sin x by 2 by cos x by 2. So that's all from this chapter. Thank you for watching my video. Those who haven't subscribed, please like, share and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon for more updates and notifications. Bye.